What's going on, everybody? I want to do a special video today. I don't know if you guys have heard the news about Scott Weiland passing. He passed away yesterday. And, you know, Stone Temple Pilots was really one of my favorite bands of the 90s and even the early 2000s. I was even a fan of Velvet Revolver, even though their sort of incarnation of that band was pretty short-lived. And then I remember Scott had started his own band, the Wildabouts or the Wildabouts. They'd actually came to tour in the city I live in. I was planning on going and seeing them, but for whatever reason, we weren't able to make it. And today I just want to talk about some of my favorite SDP tracks in Rock Band, because we've gotten a lot of their tracks. There's still some more songs I want to see, like Wicked Garden, and a handful of other ones like Sour Girl. But yeah, I mean, we've gotten a couple of releases of DLC. I just want to talk about the DLC specifically because we do have some of their songs on disc in both Rock Band 1 and 3. And, you know, we had a 5-pack of SDP released the week before Rock Band 3 came out. And, you know, looking back at some of the old DLC announcements, we had some great DLC announcements. We had a 5-pack of Stone Temple Pilots followed by a 3-pack of Jimmy Eat World in the same week. It really shows you how much Harmonix's DLC output has really diminished over the years. But they're still giving us great tracks. And I have to say, one of my favorite tracks is Big Empty by Stone Temple Pilots. It's from their 1994 album. And what a great song that I think a lot of drummers tend to underestimate. You know, that song has like a really mellow kind of feel to it, especially in the beginning. And there's like a lot of like ghost notes and a high open hi-hat you're playing there thrown at you. And then there's like this really heavy part towards the later part of the song. But I really love the bridge of that song. Like the bridge is just so much fun because you're playing on the toms. It's really one of my favorite SDP songs and a really great song you guys should pick up if you haven't already. I just want to say generally the SDP songs are also great for vocal harmonies too. Now that we've got harmony upgrades, I think you guys should really go back and check out some of the SDP songs and harmonies. Great songs. One of my other favorite songs we got from SDP was Interstate Love Song. Probably their best known song, I would say. That was released in the early days of Rock Band 1, and you know, even after all these years, it's still one of my favorite songs to boot up and play. Really fun song on drums. It's just got a great beat to it. I even enjoy the guitar a lot too because it's a little bit on the easier side, but it's still challenging enough and varied enough that's quite enjoyable. Plus, I really enjoy the harmonies on that. That's a must-own if you're going to be downloading DLC for Rock Band. Another one of my favorite songs is Dead and Bloated. That's from their 1992 album Core. And that one's like a really heavy song on drums. It's definitely on the easier side. I wouldn't say it's a very difficult song, but I just like the drums on that song. Like it's easy, but it's also fun too. And it's really accessible if you're somebody who's starting out on pro drums on Expert. Another one of my favorite ones is Trippin' on a Hole in a Paper Heart. And that song I never really heard of until my brother like introduced me to that song because he was a huge SDP fan as well. And that one's a really challenging song on drums. I'd say that's probably one of the harder SDP songs on drums. It's got a very fast kind of drum beat to it and a really enjoyable and fun harmonies as well. I think the last SDP song I wanted to talk about is one that was released during Rock Band 3's heyday, which was Big Bang Baby. And that's another really fun song too on drums. You know, those ghost notes are always tricky, and that one has several ghost notes thrown in. And of course, that comes with harmonies as well. I was a little disappointed we didn't see another one of their songs, Between the Lines, which Guitar Hero got. I'm hoping we'll see some more of their DLC released because SDP was probably one of my favorite bands of the 90s. That does it for my video today. I want to know, what do you guys make of the news of Scott Weiland passing away? I think it's really sad news, and I think we lost a really talented musician. I want to know what are some of your favorite SDP songs that are available to play in Rock Band or any music game in general, be it Rocksmith or Guitar Hero as well. So comment in the section below, guys, and make sure you subscribe for all things rhythm gaming related. Take care.